Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all well. Hi, Sue. Nice to see you. I hope you had a good weekend. My name's Suzie, and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. So, as long as you are in Australia and you don't have a demonstrator already, I can help you with all your crafting products, paper crafting. Hi, Holly. How you going? Hope you had a good weekend. So, whether it's scrapbooking or card making, I can help you with all of your products. So, up in the corner there, and I always get this wrong, is a QR code that will take you to my shop. So, you can click on that and it'll take you directly there. On the other side here, I have see, I get it wrong every time. It's back to front. So I have a QR code to join my team. Hi, Lynn. How you going? Lovely to see you. Hi, Kim. You too. Lovely to see you as well. Hope everybody had a good weekend. So come on in and join the fun. So as I said, there's a QR code this way for joining my team if you're interested. If you spend about $100 or more on an order, then you really need to be joining my team and getting a discount, because you'll get a discount once you're in my team of 20%. So that's nothing to sneeze at, so to speak. Popping in and out, Kim, that's okay. You're making dinner. What's for dinner tonight? Hi, Marlene. Lovely to see you. Hope you had a good weekend as well. It's a little chilly this morning. So, what are we doing today? We're doing, let's take that down. We're doing there we go, that's better, isn't it? So we're doing the perfectly Pears. So I thought I'd showcase that all week. Of course, except for Thursday, which is our flashback. So we had a team meeting that was unexpected. She's on a Tuesday. So it was a little bit of a rush. And while I was watching Lorraine, I had to get my stuff organised. So I was listening to her, but I only made a couple of comments because I had to get stuff organised. And between looking for houses and filling out those, oh, sounds nice, Kim, and filling out those online forms, which I spent all afternoon yesterday trying to fill them out. Half the time it wouldn't let me even go put in what I wanted to. Yeah, the baby kids, oh, that's lovely, see? Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing shortly, moving house. And watch the grandson play football. Well, that was a lovely weekend, Sue. Hi, Deborah. How you going? Lovely to see you. How are you feeling today? Yeah, so you washed your car. Mine desperately needs a wash, Marley. So, yeah, so I spent all day yesterday afternoon filling out these forms. And of course, Paul gets frustrated with them. So it means that I have to fill out his side of the forms. And yeah, so it was a bit of a doing my head in because it wouldn't let me put in things that I wanted to put in. And like any online thing, it only wants you to put what it wants it to do. You're feeling like yourself again. That's lovely. That's gorgeous. I love that, Deb. So I better get down to what we're doing. So we'll pop down to the desk. It is happy to hear that she's getting to feel like her old self again. Better check the audio. There we go. Geez, my voice is sounding worse today than it usually does. I have a sip of my coffee. And so we're looking at this one all week except for Thursday. So it's quite a lovely set. We'll see what we can come up with that's different. Now, I don't like doing the same as other people do. So this is nice too, this sort of cross bit. I like that. We're going to use that. Now, I've cut out a couple of things while I was waiting. And maybe some more flowers. Okay. And we'll try that sentiment too to see how we get. And I lost my little, when I was doing that one the other day, and the little lights fell on the floor. I've been all over on my hands and knees looking for it and can't find it anywhere. So if it fell in my bin, that's been emptied. So that would be a goner. So today I'm working with peach pie, and I thought it complemented these two colours. And these are double-sided colours. So light on one side, darker on the other. So, hi Lynn. Hi Lorraine. So it's a good job we have replays, isn't it, Lorraine? I catch the end of yours on replays as well. So these are the double-sided. So I'm doing a normal card today, would you believe it? So my cards, normal cards, are always 5 3/4 by 8 and folded in half. Bone folder. So yesterday, before I started playing with these houses, trying to apply for them, I worked out Friday's fun fold. I was playing with that. So I did 2 of them. The first one I broke. So then I had to try it again. So we're going to take this, I'm not sure what colour it is. It was in the pack. So it didn't have a colour on it. But I'd say it's sort of it's not really early espresso or pebble path. So I'll have to find out what colour it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip it. So I'm going to take a little bit and rip it towards me. So I don't want a big piece coming out. And see, that gives you the white edge. So I'm going to rip all the way down. At first I didn't like this sort of ripping it. But I've got a bit used to it now, and I think it gives it a nice edge. I'm trying not to crease the paper as I go down. So we looked at one house on Saturday, and when I was driving away, this voice in my head said, "You've got this." So it's not exactly what we want. It's 3 bedrooms. It's got a big shed out the back for Paul, so that's one thing. So I'm going to go all around this. And it's got off the kitchen is like, it's got a double dining room. So that will be my room for putting all my stuff. I hope if it works out. And we're having a look at another one tonight, which is on acreage. And that's got a shed on it too. But it's about $100 dearer than the one we looked at on Saturday. So I picked the worst time to have the inspection at 4:30 in the afternoon. As you know, by that time, everybody's going home from work. So I have to leave early because there'll be heaps of people on the road. So they both have nice entertaining areas on. So it'd be great to hold my lessons, card lessons. It'd be fabulous. So here we go, last bit for this one. Yeah, it's high, takes a while to do this, doesn't it? Okay, one piece done. And that is going to go on here. Might have to trim it up a bit. We'll see. So I'm going to do this one as well. So the card will look like a bit like Raggedy Ann. They have all these ragged edges. So we'll just go around the edges again. Well, I had it cut out. I could have been doing this while I was watching the rain. But unfortunately, I didn't have it cut to size. So I made the vet appointment for Zeus. So he's going on Wednesday. He cries all the way to the vet and all the way back. Oh, thanks, Holly. Yeah, I'm a bit over it and I haven't even started. You're still waiting to see, Lorraine. Well, the guy next door said he was going to move in here when Paul spoke to him on the weekend. They've decided they won't. They'll stay where they are. So that means we've got to find somebody to take over the lease, which was a bit of a nuisance because he kept saying that, you know, we'll move straight in as you move out sort of thing. And several times he said that, but when Paul spoke to him on the weekend, he said, no, they're going to stay where they are. So there we go, 2 lots now. I might have to trim them up. 29th of July. There's plenty of rentals around, but not with a big shed that we want. So I'm going to emboss that. First piece, just to give it a little bit. And we're using a 3D Distress Tiles embossing folder. So I like this one. All fingers and thumbs this morning. So we're going to put that in here. I've got stuff on my other embossing machine. So we'll use this one. So number 1 plate, put your folder in edge first. Hi Sarah, how you going? Lovely to see you. So edge first, number 1 plate, and your specialty plate, which is the grey one. So we'll put that through. With your embossing folders, don't go backwards. If you go backwards, you're going to ruin your plate. It'll start looking like opening up like a duck's beak. So there we go. That way. I don't think I've even got any. Oh, I might have a little bit of Stampin. No, that's right, Lynn. So you could. I don't think I've got one here. I just packed a whole pile of nail files because I used them for me jewellery. Wouldn't you know it? And I usually always have a nail file hanging around. When you want one, you haven't got one. So you can take a nail file and you can go over it. See how it's showing the white underneath? So if you go over it with an emery board, that white will come up. All the raised parts will come up. So even doing it with your nail a little bit, will come up. Of course, it's quicker with an emery board. It surprises me I haven't got one hanging around somewhere. I nearly always have one. So we're going to put that on there like that. That will go there. This one will go on this way. Might have to snip a bit off. And then I've cut out two lovely pears and their little doodads. And some flowers. So we're going to arrange. So what I'll do is I'll put one pear on top of the other pear, sort of thing like that. Then I'll put the stalks and I'll put the flowers around. But first, before I do that, I want some gold. I think I might be able to get it out of there. Ooh. Just look at that. Just will go in. So that. Might do some white flowers. They might pop a bit. there. And that one on there. That would be nice, Kim. They had a special area in the place you can go and craft. Okay. So we'll put that bit in there. That will sit just nicely. Let me take a picture. There. Might leave them on there till I need them because they've got a little dot in the hole. All right, let's start putting this card together. Then we'll have to do the inside. Can't believe it. Hang on a minute. There you go. I hadn't. Yeah, it's about the same here now too. I hadn't fastened the box up that I'd put the nail files in. So you can just go over it. So I have heaps of nail files because I use the nail files to buff in my jewellery. So yeah, well, Paul's still got his caravan, and it's a big caravan. So it looks like there's a big carport on this one we looked at yesterday. Saturday. So he's talking about living in that because it's got a shower and a toilet. And leaving the house for Bella and myself. So we'll see. But I think I prefer the one with the acreage a bit more room. Okay, so when you emboss, the fibres get spread out. So just add a bit more glue to it to make sure it sticks. So I'm going to put that so I'm just going to tear that bit off that's hanging over. And the same with this piece here. Because I don't want to cut it, because cutting it will give us a straight edge. And we don't want a straight edge, do we? So there we are. Rustic it is. That's what you call it. Yeah, it looks nice, doesn't it, Kim? Yeah, well, Paul's has got a toilet and shower in it, so who knows what he'll decide to do. At least if he's in the caravan, he's not annoying me. So then I want to put this one across here. And again, we're going to have to tear some extra bits off. But that doesn't matter. We can do that. We can do anything we want. Yeah, it's quite nice, the two-tone cardstock, because you can do light or dark. I've done dark on these. So I want it to cross the other one. And as I said, we're going to have to tear some other little bits off. So on this Pears, you can actually cut out the pears, the flowers, the stalks, and I think you can do these little pears too. I didn't try that. Where did I put it? I think that other die. No. No, it mustn't. I thought you could do that one. Oh, this will be it here. Yep, we can do that one. So you can cut all those, or everything out, except those little yellow flowers. So you can cut the little pears out, the big pears, the pink flowers, and the stems. You just can't cut out those little yellow ones. So that's excellent. You get all that to do. Now, let's see how we go. It doesn't matter if it's a bit bedraggled. So there we go. Now, I think we'll put the 2 pairs like that. And we've got our 2 little stems. And then we've got some flowers to put around. So once it's all stuck down, we can put the flowers around it. So I'm going to put the pears on dimensionals. Oh, by the way, yep, they all fell off. I'll take all these bits. Always use your own pieces. Don't throw them away. They're really good, especially for some things in tight corners. I'll do this one while we've got him. That'll just fit, just enough. Okay, let's get rid of these. Take a pick tool. So all this week, as I think I said earlier, that I'm going to showcase this all week. Find it so satisfying using the little bits. So I'm going to put that, and then I'm going to put that one there. Now, these little ones, I'm actually going to put glue on them. I might put that unless I do it between the two of them. Whoops. It's one thing I like about this glue press is you can get in all the tiny, tiny places with it. I'm going to take some of these flowers. So depending on what happens, don't I glued that bit down. It's been floating around. Depending on what happens, whether we get to move or not, I'm looking at doing a zoom on a fancy fold. So something like I did that big one that I showed you that we did. So I'm looking at doing maybe a zoom on that or something like that. So it'll be, I want to sum it up. It'll be a closed craft lesson, of course, and it will be only people that pay for the Zoom class that that will get to go in it. So I've just got to look at setting it up. And as I said, it'll all depend on what happens. Because if we get one of these houses, it'll be crazy packing. I mean, I have only started on my craft room, and that's on my jewellery stuff, not the not the card crafting. And I'm already up to about 15 boxes just on that. Now, I wanted to put some of these little flowers on. I think I'll use my putty end of B. Well, so I just want to scatter them about. There we go. Okay. And you put just a little bit of glue. Now taking the middle part out. Where'd you go? I'll lose it. It must have fell off. That's all right though, because there it is. Doesn't want to come off. No, we got it. It's a bit off centre though, but that really doesn't matter because I'm going to put some clear crystals in there. Wrong way. All right. That's so far. Put those away. I lost the little doodad that had the other day, the baubles on the Christmas trees, or the lights, whatever you want to call them, fell on the floor, and I haven't found them. So we need an insert. Oh, bye, Holly. Take care. I can try and put them in the bottom for you. I forgot 5.5. I can put them in the bottom on the more box. 3 3/4. Now a piece of let me just put it. That's weird. I need some white anyway. Just bear with me while I get some white. Hello. Are you listening to the girls, are you? Hey? You don't say hello to the girls? So we want a sentiment on. We want a piece for the it shall be 5 1/4 by 3 1/2. Well, that didn't turn out right, did it? Because I did it 2 1/2. Clever. So we want 5 1/4. Actually, want the smaller one. So we actually want 5 inches. By 3 1/4. Do it right this time, Susie. All right. So this will go on here. Still looks a bit small, but okay. Now what have we got in sentiments? We could do hello for the front. Do hello for the front. A good friend is a gift on the inside. What do you think? It's a bit early for a wine, Sarah. Oh, dear me. So I want hello, which is in the pair. So this is a gorgeous little set, this. You can do so much with it. When it first came out, I thought, do I really need it? I do that. And then I go and buy it. So now I'm waiting for the new ones to come out, which will be for demonstrators. It's 8:30 p.m. there. It's 11 o'clock, 11:30 nearly here. So that's for the front. I think that's the one I want. I like to lay it down on the grid, and then it gets straight. I get it straight. Cool. So I'm going to actually do the sentiments in Secrecy. Secrecy has become my, and you've got 9:30, Deb. So it's Sunday night for you, everyone there. So because this is a new stamp, and I've just stuck my finger in it, I'm going to smush it. And the reason we smush it is sometimes there is a residue from the factory. Oh, I like that little hello. That's cute. And this one, I've already used. So I'll stamp it on another. I don't need to stamp it on a piece of paper, you dill. I don't know. If I had a brain, I'd be dangerous. This is the one I need to cut out. Do it on our little mini. Let's get that straight. Okay. Oh, my, can't pick up. My nails are been cut. I cut them. They're just starting to grow back. Bye, Kim. Yeah, it's my new black. I've never liked really using the black memento in that unless I really have to. So that's my new black. So here it is. We'll put it on the white piece. Lovely. Now, you know, I always like the oh, I can put those. Oh, they've got a hole in them. Yeah, I like to bring into the inside than what we stamped on outside. So it's got these little flowers here, which are rather cute. So I won't use Secret Seed for that though, but I might use oh, what about a bubble bath? We've got like, put me on something. The flowers. Can't exactly say it's bubble bath or any other one we've got. So I might just use the bubble bath. Once again, I need to smash it because it hasn't been used. Yep. So I'm just going to do that in the corner. Put that away. I didn't want to put anything too bright in that corner. I didn't want to use, oops, didn't want to use a brown or a green. So then let's put that there. We'll put this on our like that. And then we'll put that into our Sometimes I'll put another colour in between, but I didn't today. Then we'll take our little hello. Ooh, might have to use the little dimensionals. Where did I put them? And just to let you know that the birthday list, I've given it to Tanya because she's the only one that could actually open it. So from me, everybody else couldn't open it because they had windows. So at the moment, Tanya's got it, and I've asked her to send it out to everybody. What do I do with those mini dimensionals? I just have to cut these in half. Because I have an Apple computer, it makes it hard because most people can't open it. So where should we put her hello? I want to watch a movie. Or if we put it up here. Just leave it there for a minute. What I want to do is, where did I put it? Ah, here it is. I'll put a pin in it. So we're going to use this for a bow. Isn't it gorgeous? Just look at it. Just beautiful. Ah, beautiful's gone on the floor. Oops, losing it. Oh, the gold on the wrong side. Well, come on. There we go, got it. And then pull as tight as you can. Then you've got to faff around a bit with it. And you've got to try and turn these around so that they're on the right way. Even if you have to pin it down. I don't like wasting ribbon, especially something as beautiful as this one. So I'm probably going to have to put that down with a glue dot. So let's get some glue dots out. Now we've got to figure out where we're going to put it, because I want to put my hello just above it. So shall we put it down here and put the hello just above it like that? What do you think? We want some sparkles too, and these have got some beautiful sparkles for this set. Those that know me know I love sparkles. And where have I put them? There they are, right in front of my nose. Any closer, it would have bit my nose off. You like that? At the bottom. Because I was thinking I can put that hello like that on the pear, and then we can put this sort of underneath it, like that. Oh, I'm in love with this ribbon. I think it's absolutely stunning. Now you've both decided to turn on me. So when it does that, just take a big tool, roll up one of your glue dots, put it right under the edge there, You stick it down. This is still loose, you've only got the top. It seems too beautiful, doesn't it, to the gold ribbon underneath. There we are, and I might just trim those ends a bit. Put them on a bit of an angle. Mr. Deeks is behind me. You're not a fan of the Pears paper? I wasn't when it first came out. I didn't think I needed it. But then as I saw cars being done, then it started to grow on me. Look at these dots. See the sparkle? So the dots are Darling Duckling, Mossy Meadow and Secret Sea. They're beautiful. So which one should we put on? I don't mind the Darling Duckling ones because we've got sort of pale here, and so Darling Duckling is one of the colours in it. Hasn't, you like the card, but it hasn't changed your mind? I know that feeling. You never know, by the end of it, might have changed your mind. So I think I'm going to go with the Darling Duckling ones. Oh, I got an itchy nose. Oh, sorry. Now it stuck to my finger. There'll be no sticky left on it in a minute. Although it don't want to come off, I can tell you that much. Might put one there. All that we need now is Wink or Stella. Oh, that won't help me, will it? You're not a fruity sort of person? Like the darling duckling? Put some in the middle. I'm not a fruity person when it comes to card things, but yeah, I saw people doing different cards with this and I thought, oh, that's not too bad. So there we go. That's our, I was going to say that's our pair for today. Oh, dear me. That's our card for today. So I'll come back up the top. Okay, I'm back. Well, that was a bit of a run for my money, hey? So, yeah, I feel the same way, that I didn't particularly want it when, thank you, Sarah. When I first came out, I thought, there's no way I'll use it. But, yeah, it sort of changed my mind watching different people use it. So, excuse me. Thank you, Deborah. So here we go. This is another week. I'll be showcasing the Pears all week except for Thursday, because Thursday is our flashback Thursday. So I'll be using then a set that is either on the last chance list or it's already gone. So that's Thursdays, but all the rest of the week we'll be showcasing the Pears. So thank you very much. I really appreciate everybody who's watching me, whether you don't join in the chat or not. And the ladies here in the chat are a lovely group of ladies. So I'd like to thank them too. Thank you, Marlene. Lynn, thank you. So I do appreciate it very much so. So if you want to watch my content, if you liked it, can you please give me a like, a share, and press that notification bell will tell you when I'm going live, which is Monday to Friday. You too, Deb. Monday to Friday at 10:30, except for Wednesday, I have a Zoom with the hospital. So my Thursday time is 11:30. So other than that, have a great day. If you're on the roads, take care. There's some people around that don't deserve to have a license. I heard yesterday there was a white ute ramming everybody, just ramming cars. So, you know, what sort of world do we live in? So be careful, be vigilant, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.